Hi everyone, I'm Szenan Phua from Szenan-Balance, the acupuncturist. Last week we talked about liver and gallbladder function according to Chinese medicine theory, organ theory. And today we're mainly going to focus on heart and small intestine according to Chinese medicine, the organ theory. Now the topic we're going to talk about is the physical function for those two organs. Then if the function out of balance, what conditions you may get is over here. Then also we're going to talk about the energy, emotional energy. Then I'm going to talk more about how we do a diagnosis to find out your constitutions. How we make a diagnosis to find out a constitution and everything. And then what is the treatment principle? What can we do for you? We do Chinese herbs, acupuncture, or whatever, or diet, or exercise. Okay, now let's start. So the previous video we talked about 5 elements and the organs. So let's review that. So the 5 elements here is wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. And in Chinese medicine, we have a theory that the universe contains 5 elements energy, right? Then our body, every human, every plant, all the animals, they are, or we are, part of the universe. So the big universe is the mother system. And we, as a small thing, as a thing that in the universe, is the sun system of the universe. So we follow the universe, we follow the pattern, right? Then we have organs that connect to all the elements energy. So this is why we match up liver, gallbladder, wood. Last week topic. Go and watch it if you missed that. Now today we focus on heart and small intestine, that is fire, linked to fire. Now we also have spleen, stomach, earth, metal, control, lung and large intestine, kidney and urinary bladder belong to water. So they have support. Wood support fire, fire support earth, earth support metal, metal support water, and over here same thing, right? Heart support, heart, small intestine support spleen, stomach, lung, and then they support lung and large intestine. Those support kidney and bladder, those support liver and gallbladder, and liver, gallbladder support heart and small intestine. This is what's happening. And all apart from support, this is a support, the black one, and the blue one over here is against. This against this, this against this, this against this, this against this, this against this. Okay, now we're not going to go deep in here. I'm just letting you know that the relationship between them, right? That's the 5 elements, and that is the organs against each other. So to control, to help each other better. Now we talk about heart and small intestine function. So they control blood circulation, of course. Well, I put it here, blood circulation, which means the blood circulation is controlled by the heart function, right? Chest function, the chest functioning over here, that's controlled by heart as well. Not small intestine, because small intestine is under this part. So clearly it's the heart. But small intestine and heart, they are twin sister. Right? They are all family over here, but they are twins. All right? So they support each other even better. We know that fire support earth, you know, and in our body, fire is heart and small intestine. We know small intestine and heart support spleen and stomach, but heart and small intestine support, they're more closer. Right? Put it that way, they're closer, but they will support that as well. Okay, now next, you see sleep. Well, yes, this is definitely in Chinese medicine. If you say circulation controlled by heart, Western doctors say yes, we agree with that. Chinese medicine say yes, we agree with that. But you say, well, heart controls sleeping. The function of sleep is actually controlled by the heart. And Chinese medicine say yes, we agree with that. That is right. But Western doctors say no, we don't agree with that. So this is the difference between Chinese medicine and Western medicine. So today's class is letting you know what Chinese organ theory is. Okay. So don't get the thinking or the theory back to the Western doctor side. Okay, it's totally different. Right. So this is the different philosophy, different theory. Dreams. So if you dreams a lot, if you make dreams, we all make dreams. We all dreams every night. It's just we don't actually remember. But if those dreams, they actually if you dream it and then you can remember, and that's the problem. Okay, and make you worry, make you unhappy, make you anxious, make you very sad, and that is the problem. Okay. Bowel movements, bowel motions. Surely, bowel motion is not controlled by heart. It's actually controlled by small intestine. Now, I want to point out, for bowel motion, as you can see that bowel motion over here, and we also have, hang on, here, bowel motion, right? Because those are controlled by large intestine, colon, stomach, and small intestine. That's why we have all bowel motion over here. So constipation or diarrhea, that's bowel motion issues. It could come from here, here, or here. We can't say, well, your constipation is all because of the small intestine, right? So we have a way to tell where it comes from. Okay, now we know this is the function of those two organs. Now next, they also tongue controlled by the heart. Anything happen in the tongue, if you get ulcers, that is because the heat in the tongue that causing it. Okay. Now, next, if this out of balance, what conditions you may get? Now, I said you may get. I'm not saying 100% you'll get all these conditions, right? Now, I'm going to list a lot of the conditions for you, and you may get one or two, and they are from the heart and small intestine. Number one, high blood pressure. Now, I mentioned that in the last video. High blood pressure is over here too. Liver and gallbladder, if detoxification out of balance, dysfunction out of balance, you get high blood pressure. Right? Heart, if your pumping, circulation is not good, you get high blood pressure. And also, high cholesterol, diabetes, it can cause from the heart as well. Now, if you're not passing your bowel motion properly, either you get loose bowel motion, diarrhea, or constipation. That can be one of the trigger or cause to diabetes and high cholesterol. Well, because heart control circulation, now if you get cold hands and cold feet, that means bad circulation. Well, cold hands and cold feet, we know if the circulation is lower, then you get cold hands and feet, because hands and feet are the fathers from your heart. Okay. Now, heart palpitation. What's heart palpitation? You feel heartbeat. Boop, 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 boop. You can hear it, or some people you can see it. It's actually it actually pop on your chest, okay, or chest pain, tightness in your chest, this will belong to heart. Sweaty in the palms, vivid or bad dreams, diarrhea or constipation. Diarrhea, constipation, of course, is small intestine. All right, so they are or some pain, chest pain, you get in the upper back pain. Okay, heart problem, you may get tingling and numbness in the hands. Heart problem, you don't get sleep well, or when you sleep, you wake up easily a lot of time, without any reasons. Right, and or dreams, you dream unhappy thing. If you dream scary thing, like when you wake up, it's so scary, that could be your kidney problem, it could be your liver problem. Right. If you drink the water, that's kidney. If you dream that someone will come and catch you, that's liver. So from dream we can tell which organ causing the problem that affect your heart. Okay, so more unhappy. So if you got a good heart conditions, the heart strong, it's good, what happens? You can enjoy a lot of things. That is joyful. You can enjoy your life. But some people just can't enjoy your life. Unhappy. You get happiness if you have good heart. You know what is happy. If you don't get, you can't even feel happiness. There's no happiness for you. That's heart problem. That's according to Chinese medicine. This is the energy. Okay. So all the conditions I just named out. It doesn't mean if you have heart problem, you will get all the conditions, but either of them that could link to your heart. Now, if you need more, need to know more, please down there, you can comment down there and ask more questions, or you can contact us. We have free peer assessment that we can call you and make a phone call, or you can come to us up to 15 minutes. It's free, and we can discuss about your conditions, and then you can book in. You decide to book in, and then you can decide to book in whether you want an initial examination with us or not. Okay, next. Now we know the functional, physical function and emotional energy functional. Now, how do we? First, we need to know what is normal. Next, we know the abnormal. Right? The abnormal is the conditions. We just name out all this. If you have all those conditions, doesn't mean by asking the question, collecting all the information from you, then we can make a diagnosis. No, not really. Not really. We need more. What do we need? We need to find out your constitutions. Your constitution over here, we use pose, because pose can directly tell which organs are out of balance. Which organ out of balance. For example, we take pose. We call 寸关尺 in Chinese medicine. 寸关尺 over here. So 3 over here. The first one, it represents heart and small intestine. Right? And the second one, it represents stomach and spleen over here. Okay, over here. And over here, it represents kidney, Mingmen. I won't put it over here. So what happened is, when you come to us, we take the pose. And the pose should be this way. Which means this way is, when I put my 3 fingers on my pose, I should feel the pose here first. Secondly, I feel these fingers. Third, I feel that one. So that is the shape of the pose. 1, 2, 3. Now, if this one is the last one to feel it, that means weak. The heart and small intestine function are weak. Now, if that one, we feel it first, it's not that shape, that's a normal shape. If we feel that way, which means they are overactive. Overactive. Now, we make the diagnosis from the post, number one. To tell, for the question, all your condition, we understand where it comes from. But to really make a diagnosis, we need to use post. So the diagnosis would be either overactive, or we call excesses, or deficiency. Right? Simple, right? Once you're working too hard, you overuse it. The other one is you're too lazy, you haven't got enough energy. This is too much energy, right? This is not enough energy to diagnosis. So we either make this diagnosis and this diagnosis. We're taking post, we can do that. So this is our way to make the diagnosis. Secondly, what do? We do 五运六气. Now we call 五运六气 means this is something that's very unique in our clinic. Let me explain what is 五运六气 over here. I call the 5 movements and the 6 qi. Qi is the energy. From the energy we know which one out of balance. 5 movements means 5 elements, which is organs. We can find the organs. So this is from your birthday and today. Like if you born in 1982, 3rd, 21st, and today is 2022. I think it's about 6, right? 7 or 3. Now, back on when you're born, the energy going 5 elements is different. Right? So from there, we can tell your constitutions. And back to today, the weather, the 5 elements is different too. So combine this constitution to today, 五运六气, then combine together, we make an analysis, and then we can tell whether your heart is strong or heart is weak, causing the problem. Okay? So this is how we make a diagnosis. Now once we make a diagnosis, look, treatment principle. Treatment principle is so simple. Now, if this is too strong, we do reduce technique. Okay. If this is weak, we call reinforce, or we call tonify. Okay. Now next, what can we do when we do what the real method? We can over here either reinforce, reduce or reinforce. We do acupuncture. We can do acupressure. Right? We can do Chinese herbal medicine. We also can do moxibustion. We call moxa. Okay? 5. You can do exercise. Show you what sort of exercise that you can do. 6. Diet. Changing your diet. Right? 7. Apart from that, there's emotional daily practice. what emotional daily practice means here is like yoga, meditation. They are very, very good. Okay, so that is something that we can do. Now back to here. We know that if this is heart is too strong, we just reduce the heart or reduce the small intestine. This is the principle. Now I want to point out something over here. As you can see over here, this support this support this. Right? It could be because of heart and small intestine itself that out of balance, that causing the symptom like insomnia, can't sleep, waking up a lot, chest pain, you know, and cold hands and feet. It could be that. It could be that. But it also can be because of the water here. Your kidney and bladder is too strong that against this one, and this one become weak. So the weakness over here, it can be itself out of balance, or water here that is too strong against fire, against over here, the function getting low. Does that make sense? Okay. Then this one support this fire. So this is one scenario. We call A. B scenario could be this one. Wood, liver and gallbladder function very low. Then it can't support fire. It can't support heart and small intestine. That causing this one getting low. So it could be B. Right? Now it could